Mother speaks. We once had advancements superior to the ones that we have now. For our simple life that you would see was far more understanding of the connection. The spiritual world, as you know it, has grids in place that define rules. As different grids cross and connect, different rules apply. As color wheels, yellow passing blue would then turn the rule to be green. Red passing purple grid, the connector would be violet purple. The shaman the Light Mother was in direct connection with the knowledge of how to build compassion, love, kindness, charity, a balance. Healing, wisdom, knowledge of how the grids work, being able to read the grids, grid readers. This was very powerful as it protected so many. A shaman was provided for out of the thanks, as they would know when crops should be planted, harvested, what to do when someone fell ill, how to clear the energies. When there came a civilization that expanded, became jealous and seek control and power and gain from each person. And they sought to destroy the shaman, ridicule, discredit. And inquisitions happened. Executions happened. Crucifixions. But the worst betrayal of all was that all of the secret knowledge that the shamans had been teaching and recording for all the lineages to come was stolen by these very powerful, hungry individuals. And they keep the knowledge tight within themselves that not one sacred piece of paper with one clue would ever escape. They guard it with kingdoms and politics. And they feel in control. For the people have become dumb and numb and drunk. For those that have followed and tried to share the knowledge that is what one believes, what one allows as a knowing, that creates this network of grids that produces a manifestation of that which your root chakra is fixed on. For the rest of your chakras are the antenna. These atrocities that attack the innocents dismantled and tried to destroy and null and void any of the shaman and their kind, labeled them with names of negative connotation. Learning of how the pineal and the pituitary gland functions healthily to fire off and allow that star connection of understanding. To the utmost high mother of Gaia. And able to achieve this because it was stolen information. They were then forced to acknowledge that the power was out of reach for them. And their grip became mighty. And they sought to destroy, execute every single shaman. Because the ego wanted to be fed. Short-lived. They destroyed the root chakra by establishing fear. If you're not the witch, then which one is the witch? Turning on each other, even though neither is the witch. Destroying families and bloodlines on discrimination. How do you know she is a witch? She turned me into a duck. You're not a duck. I was one. Georgie, you saw me. I was a duck, right? Yep. Burn her to the stake. Why? Because he took advantage of her and she was pregnant. Persecution kept them quiet, kept us secret, to the point that to protect our lineage, we share no more. Amnesia took over for the shaman bloodline, and the powerful stole the innocent shaman, and still do, to fire off that pineal gland, and in order to collect the essence of the power through trauma. Assuring that the root foundation is securely threatened at all times by propaganda of fear. But it has been foreseen. The wheel has spun, and survival has still maintained. And this, I tell you, is the Great Awakening. We see what they have done. We see the programming that has been bestowed upon us clearly, and we kick it aside. For our mother circle begins. We talk about what knowledge going forward is important. What is written in the Akashic records? What gifts are meant to be discovered? What doors can you really open? What frequencies can you reach? And are you about to quantum leap? The mothers would gather their young. They spent time weekly with the shaman, learning of the magical properties of the grids, the interactions. What does it mean when red and yellow cross? Orange. What does orange mean? What does the sky tell us? What does Mother Gaia share? And the youth would learn it and teach it to theirs. Our memory is returning. Water carries the data. The more water we absorb, the more memory that we will restore. Crystals hold the memory of the data of the old messages. The tokens left by our higher self will restore us fully. We shall regain our power, our energy, through the knowledge of who we are, the memory